Hello there, Lynx here, and that's right. From Salt to Sugar is coming to an end. This is the last episode. Let's see what's gonna bake out of it exactly. Let's see if the girls end up together or something. Let's just get to it. It was the Friday that Camille said she was going to leave. Camille came for her classes and then left right away when the bell rang. I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. Haruka suddenly packed her bags and was about to leave until Kaede popped up beside her. Hey Haruka. Oh, hey Kaede. Say, can I sleep over at your place tomorrow? My parents are out on a business trip and I will get hella bored. So decide to come and pester me. Who else is there to pester? Haruka punched Kaede lightly in the arm in a playful manner. As I thought, I'm your number one to go to for annoying, eh? Ehehehe. Yumi opened the door as the doorbell rang. Oh, Yumi, long time. Yes, oh bye. That's a good jumper, by the way. That's a good one. Long time no see. Kaede ruffled Yumi's hair as a greeting, in which Yumi protested. Kinda. Yumi brushed through her hair to clean up the mess that Kaede made. Thanks for waving me over. Haruka peeked down the stairs to check who rang the bell. Oh, is it Kaede? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yo. Kaede stepped into the house and settled on the couch like it was second nature. After all, Kaede has been over to Haruka's house for countless times. Haruka opened the fridge and asked Kaede if she wanted a drink. Nah, I'm fine. Say take hospitality. If you say so. Haruka trotted to the couch and landed right next to Kaede. Why'd you come over so late? It's already 8. I had club activities to attend to. I have a life too, you know. Club activities, huh? How's it anyway? I've never got to talk to you about it. It's good. All of them are literally God's gift. But you wouldn't have guessed it, Haruka. Eh? A lot of them are actually closet otakus that draw manga in secret. Eh? No way, actually. You never really told me why you ever joined the art club. No particular reason. I think she just told us, to be fair. Nope, no particular reason. Lies. You wouldn't join something that's not worth your time. Hey, I have interesting things too, you know. Right. Knock it off. Kaede grabbed a pillow that was lying beside her and sent it flying towards Haruka's face. Haruka couldn't help but laugh out loud. Alright, I'll stop crying. I'll cry for the reason some other time. Kaede turned on the TV to hopefully get away from the topic that she wanted to keep a secret. You think the competition will be on TV? It might be, right? The TV filled in the previously vacant silence and acted as background noise for the two. So let's talk about you. There's nothing to talk about. Kaede gave Haruka a doubtful look. How'd go with Amai? Did you heed my advice? Yeah. Haruka did technically follow Kaede's advice, but Camille didn't want Haruka to leave, so in the end he's just back to square one. Somewhat. I guess I didn't need to. She's off to competition this weekend anyway. Kaede decided she didn't care enough to press further, for she didn't feel like she needed to. I mean, she just didn't care, I guess, but... She wasn't really one to poke her nose into other people's business. Correct approach, not gonna lie. Correct approach. I would poke only if it was someone important. And if I've seen that it actually needs some poking into, something like that. Time passed by as both of them were immersed in the late-night variety shows. No more additional words were spoken, but they liked the silence between them. It was comfortable because the two were close enough to just enjoy each other's quiet company. But Haruka broke the silence in the middle of a soap opera. Hey! Kaede was too into the program, but she was only half listening to Haruka. Yumi asked me something recently and I didn't really have an answer for her. You failed as an older sister. Hey! Just kidding, continue. So she was telling me that she's friends with this person and every time she sees them she gets really happy and all. Haruka blatantly, albeit badly, lied and replaced herself with Yumi. Whenever she sees them happy, she's happy, and it hurts her whenever they are sad. Kaede stayed silent and began paying more attention. She even says her heart skips a bit sometimes. Hey! Kaede stared at Haruka's face that clearly said, "Are you kidding me? Is that what they call love? You really suck as a sister, don't you?" Hey! I've never experienced anything like that, okay? Cut me some slack. To Kaede's eyes, Haruka was as transparent as glass that was just cleaned with Windex. I mean, we don't have Windex, so would that be clear or not really? They've been close friends for so long, how could Kaede not? Wait, Windex is a brand, right? Not... Kaede knew exactly who Yumi liked and knew exactly if that feeling was love or not, but chose to play along instead. I wonder, does she miss them often? Wanting to see and talk to them? Yeah, okay. It's American. Got it. Okay, it is a brand, yeah. By the way, there is a company in Poland, apparently under the same name, so Windex, right? And they are not doing sprays or whatever to clean windows. I guess so. As they were on the topic, Yumi just so happened to come downstairs and Kaede took the advantage of her appearance. Hey. Then I guess Yumi does really love this person. She purposely replied louder so Yumi could hear in on it too. Kaede snickered on the inside as her little devil within her was set free. I would be like that as well. Hey? Who do I love? Oh, Haruka was just telling me that... Haruka's hand slapped across Kaede's mouth and held her like a hostage. Nothing! Kaede couldn't help but laugh out loud behind Haruka's hand. Yumi was suspicious about the two, but let the issue go, for she only came down for a glass of water. In a glass clean, as if it was cleaned by Windex. Which I still don't know if actually would be truly clean or not. When Yumi was at a safe enough distance, Haruka finally released Kaede. Wait a second. There was a comparison cleaning a glass of whatever, of water, also whatever, basically a drinking glass with Windex. Isn't Windex for windows? I mean, sure, it's also glass, but why would you clean like a drinking glass with Windex? Seems like not a good idea, to be fair. Whatever. Kaede was still laughing at what happened. Even when Haruka threw a caution at her face. Oi! Her laugh subsided, and Kaede wiped her tears of joy away. Well, it was about Yumi, right? I think she had the right to be part of the conversation. Oi! Haruka tried to think of a comeback, and luckily she did, or else her plan would have fallen apart. She also has the right to know that her secret's safe with her sister. Fair enough. But to answer your qualm, Haruka's tension became undivided. If what Yumi is experiencing is really love, then I think by all means she should accept it. She should probably just come out and confess. It will just feel painful if she keeps it in, that is true. She also has to keep in mind that she will be rejected. And that she has to be prepared to accept that and move on. Haruka sat quietly as Kaede gave her sagacious insight. Haruka knew that although Kaede was a person of little words in public, she gave the best advice. Nice! Think you can relay that to her, One-chan? Haruka gave a relieved smile. Yeah, thanks, Kaede. Anything to get me an invitation to your wedding? Hey, what? Huh? What? What'd you just say? Nothing at all. Spill it! Haruka pounced on Kaede and tickled her for an answer. Nothing. The night ended just like that, with the two sleeping soundly after the hours of talking and watching TV. Haruka found the answer she sought out for and said that she'll act upon it when she gets the chance. It is correct. I repeat it over and over and over. It's better to confess than to keep it in. Bottled up feelings are not good. And also not confessing and, regretting it later is also not a good thing. It's better to be rejected, to be fair. But at least you confessed. It was Saturday, the night before the competition, that Camille was beginning to feel nervous as time was ticking by. The hotel room was dimmed, with only the table lamp on. That table lamp gives some strong light if you think about it. Because that room is not just dimmed. Camille stared at her phone screen waiting for a text that probably won't come. She tossed aside and was about to turn the lights out when a knock came at her door. Grudgingly she got up to answer her guest. Come in, you're still up? Okay, I know this is definitely not her voice. But that's the voice Camille would hear. As her mother is kind of demonic. I would say. Hot, but demonic. Okay, let's be serious. Camille, you're still up? Mother, with you knocking like that, anyone would wake up. Oh, don't give me the attitude, please. Yes, Mother. You have to be ready for tomorrow. I am. Camille's mom put her hands on Camille's shoulders to get her attention. I want you to try your best tomorrow. Give it all you got. Camille was taken back by the skinship, but resumed her cold facade. And what if I lose? Camille expected another, I won't accept failure, or something along those lines, but for once her mom said something motherly. Then you learn from your mistakes, and build from that for next time. Nice, actually, yeah. Camille was surprised something like that could come out of her mom, and was about to respond with a reassuring moment, but her mom's phone rang. Now go to sleep. You have a big day tomorrow. Camille's mom closed the door and left while answering her call, and what surprises me, they don't share the room in a hotel. What? When she says that, I feel like losing on purpose. Camille chucked herself after that ridiculous thought because she knows she can't lose. And it wasn't just for the sake of her mom. That's right. Ooh, I'm digging this outfit. And then again, this outfit, those outfits, they are so good, yeah. I freaking loved characters in Shokugeki, for example, wearing those. Ooh. Anyway, this morning Camille woke up feeling perfect and hoped a headache wouldn't start, but the lightning here was just too intrusive. Did I say lightning? Lighting. The lights were blazing around Camille and the other contestants. Can't you tune them down? Can you tell them? Each patissiere stood behind a counter filled with utensils and ingredients ready to be used. She stood calmly with her usual poker face while she studied the other players. Everyone was dressed in the typical Chet's uniform and, just like Camille, were trying their best to conceal their feelings. Only a few appeared visibly nervous, but it was understandable. This was a somewhat prestigious competition held with a decent-sized hall. But you said it was like a small one. What the hell? Each counter faced rows upon rows of seats, each one occupied by either a family member of the contestants or a cake enthusiast. Either one, judgment was sure to be served. The tension in the air was palpable. However, the judge was explaining the rules and requirements for this contest a bit too enthusiastically.
You have an hour and a half to create and decorate a cake that fits the previously mentioned criteria.
I'll secure this victory for sure because when I win.
Any contestants that break the rules will automatically be disqualified, so please be careful.
I'll tell Haruka.
No questions from the floor.
I'll tell her how I really feel.
Then without further ado,
But I
start!
love her. Haruka woke up to an ungodly sound you heard a second ago. And again. Actually, I've heard worse. She turned over and looked down from the couch to the floor. Laying there, still very much asleep, was Kaede, who snored louder than a congested walrus, dude. That's actually not that bad, not gonna lie. I really heard worse. Like... yeah, I guess definitely my father is the best example. Like, when he starts snoring, it's like the walls are shaking. I hope I won't end up like that. I hope I won't. Haruka peered over at the clock on the wall. 9:45? Leave it to Kaide's snoring to wake him up this early on a Sunday. Yeah, I guess there are people who actually wake up early, huh? On Sunday. I just want to sleep as long as I can. Haruka tried as gently and cautiously as she could to avoid waking up Kaede as she went to the kitchen to prepare breakfast. Soon after Haruka started cooking, a groggy Kaede poked her head into the kitchen. What you making? Omelets! Oh, you gonna write me a message in ketchup proclaiming your love for me? It's just regular omelets. Oh, that's no fun. Haruka finished cooking the simple meal and laid the dishes out on the countertop. Itadakimasu. Kaede took her first bite of the omelette. Haruka's home-cooked omelets. So delicious. You really would make the perfect wife, you know. Haruka tried her best to ignore Kaide's comments, feeling too tired to retaliate. So instead of retaliating, she changed the topic. Did you finish the history assignment? You just had to remind me, didn't you? If I hadn't, you probably would have forgotten and begged me for answers. And you would have pitied me and given them to me. Maybe I'll be mean and won't share the answers with you. Oh, great Haruka-sama. Please have pity on this poor child. We'll see. I probably won't need your answers for... I took a quick glance at it and it seems pretty easy. I mean, it's history. You just Google it. Good to hear then. I could probably finish it fast. Also, I'll leave after breakfast. I got somewhere to go later. A date? Sure. Not long after washing the dishes, Kaede departed back home to get ready for her outing. It's too early, but I should probably start working on homework. On her way to her room, she woke up Yumi and left her instructions for heating up her breakfast. For she probably knew how to do that, if you think about it. History homework, math homework, there was probably English homework too. It's crazy. It's crazy. I feel like homework shouldn't be a thing. Is this weird approach? Then again, I feel like at least primary school and middle school I was able to still finish homeworks most of the times before I got back. Especially middle school, in the bus, let's go. Or on the bus stop, let's go. Yeah. Maybe not history. Unless it could be solved actually on the go, but yeah. Like math, I would definitely be done at that time. At school still. Not in high school, for that was... Whoa. English... Yeah, English I was always done, dude. Primary school, middle school, high school, I would be done during lesson. I was always ahead somehow. I wonder why. Anyway, Haruka mumbled to herself as she started thinking about the pile of work that she had to get done.
Maybe I shouldn't have left it all to the last day.
Yeah. To be fair, I had this problem as well a little bit. For some time, at least in the very beginning. Later I kind of learned, you know what? I'm back, let's just deal with it immediately. Also, given that I was still playing soccer slash football, whatever you want to call it, I kind of had to sit to it early. So, you know, let's say it was Friday, I would finish it on Friday. Because on the weekends there was a match, usually. Anyway. Camille was jittery in the back seat of the car. Most of the car ride home from the train station was quiet besides the occasional questions from her mom to the chauffeur. Camille's hands began to perspire slightly from the clenching as she laid them in her lap. They were just at the end of the block to their house and Camille was getting more nervous as every second ticked by. When the car stops, she knows exactly what she will do. She then thought up an excuse if any questions were raised. The house was nearing.
Any minute now.
Before the chauffeur even got out of the car to open doors for the mother and Camille bolted out and ran. With a non-athletic body like Camille's, she didn't know how much running she could handle, but she had to pull through no matter what. Camille's mom noticed and shouted, Camille.
Camille! Camille! Where are you going? Sorry, I have something important to do.
After her arduous adventure with most of her homework, she finally got to the end of it, which was English homework. The easiest of them all. It's true. And then again, I probably cannot compare, like, my English lessons in Poland to English language countries, right? Like Britain, like US. I bet it definitely looks completely different. So basically for you, English definitely, I believe, looks like what Polish looks to me basically in class, yeah. I would not like English classes if it was like that, no. I feel like when it comes to Polish classes, I just liked orthography. Yeah. That was my thing. I didn't like reading this, the lectures, that's for sure. The books sucked. Most of them, like 99%. Anyway, after boop.
Ah, my English sucks. I can't do this. Even though I constantly talk English here.
English was Haruka's worst subject and she always tried to delay doing English homework whenever possible.
Translate the sentence from English to Japanese.
By the way, anyone noticed how nice her midriff looks? I feel like she might have abs. Anyway. Haruka groaned once more, despite seeing the sheet of paper in front of her.
Let's see here. This sentence should read, I love my pet dog very much.
The word love abruptly reminded Haruka about the conversation she had with Kaede yesterday.
Love, huh? I resolve to confess, but now that I think about it, just what and how am I going to say it? When would be a good time to say it? Should I just outright say it to her? Or should I have a buffer like, hey Camille, I know this might sound weird, but I like you.
The sentence instantly sent shivers up Haruka's spine.
Ah, that sounds so cringy.
She brought her head down to her arms and stared at the clock on her desk. The face of the clock that read a little past 5 stared right back at her.
Will I even be able to confess?
The thought of it began worrying her, and a multitude of bad what-if situations flooded her mind. Feeling tired, Haruka closed her eyes and soon drifted off.
If only...
Haruka! Haruka jumped upwards when she heard a familiar voice yell out her name.
Hey?
She looked out her window to find a heavily panting Camille.
Camille!
Haruka! Haruka quickly rushed downstairs to open the door. By the way, can I say, that remote controller is massive.
Camille! Haruka, catch your breath first. Come on, girl.
But Camille didn't listen and walked towards the doorstep and stood in front of Haruka, pulling out the first place prize dangling from her neck. Haruka stared wide-eyed at the medal that hung around Camille's neck. Its gold-colored glimmered in the sunlight, emphasizing the importance of it. Haruka instinctively held the medal in her hands to confirm it wasn't a dream or anything. Yeah, don't forget to bite it. Maybe it's chocolate.
Oh, Camille! You did it! You won! Oh my god, I'm so proud of you! Whoa! Holy cow! Dang, Camille! Bucket again with a prowess! But did you have to run all the way here? You could have...
Haruka! There was a serious tone to Camille's usual cold-sounding voice, which promptly stopped Haruka in mid-sentence. Camille held Haruka's hands that were still holding the medal and got closer to Haruka. Haruka blushed furiously, all the while being rendered speechless. Haruka? Camille's face was only a few inches away, and Haruka noticed she wasn't the only one with a burning hot face.
Camille?
Haruka didn't know what she was feeling right now. Different emotions were bouncing all around in her mind, and her brain doesn't know which one to pick.
Hi. I like you.
And at that moment in time, Haruka's heart stopped.
And now we'll have a replay of Katawa Shoujo.
That would be crazy.
What? I like you. No, wait. I don't like you. I love you more than just a friend. I love you.
No words were able to form from Haruka's mouth, for the shock was too sudden. All she could do was blush even harder.
Camille?
Her voice was near inaudible, but she continued on.
You're just kidding, right?
Haruka didn't want to believe it. It was too good to be true. It couldn't have been true. Haruka began to back away, hoping to wake up from this wonderful dream so that she doesn't have to be let down so much once she wakes up. However, as Haruka was backing up, she tripped on the edge of the floor, dragging Camille with her. The pain hit Haruka on her back, and at that moment she knew it was no dream. Camille was on top of her now, in the entrance hall to the house of Haruka's, but Camille had no intentions of getting off until her feelings were properly delivered. That's when Haruka's sister ran down the stairs. Somehow Kaede appeared in front of the house. Am I ruining the moment? Maybe.
I'm serious.
Haruka was near tears after finally taking in the truth.
Are you really serious? Do you really like me in that way?
It seemed to Camille that actions speak more than words. And that's what she resorted to, finally convey her built-up love. Here you go, you can see that full thing. Nice. Camille's kiss was soft yet firm because of the wave of her body trapping Haruka's. Haruka didn't push Camille off, or rather she was too stunned to move. The reality still wasn't sinking in yet, but when it did, she began to tear up. Camille released her lips from Haruka's and noticed the tears rolling down her temples. Camille became scared and finally realized what she had done was probably a big astonishment.
Sorry.
She pulled herself away from Haruka and proceeded to get off her. I'm sorry, it just came over me, but I had to tell you no matter what, and even if you say no, I'm okay with it, I just want to let you know I'm sorry, I am so... But Haruka shook her head and pulled Camille into a hug before she managed to leave.
No!
Haruka latched onto Camille as hard as she could, so that this fleeting dream wouldn't disappear.
Stay, please.
With those pleats, Camille relaxed and let Haruka embrace her. Camille was anxious for an answer, but she patiently waited until Haruka calmed down. After a moment of stillness, Haruka was able to speak up.
Idiot! Baka!
Pardon?
I was supposed to say it first.
Hey, what are you talking about? Haruka raised her head to face Camille's, which was now, again, a hair's breadth away.
I was supposed to confess first!
Confess? First? A confused expression took over Camille's face, waiting for a clearer explanation.
I spent a lot of time confusing over how I was going to confess to you just now before you came. And it was all for naught.
Haruka puffed her cheeks out and pouted. Camille gently hugged Haruka back and asked for a straightforward answer. Haruka's face blushed again as Camille's more well-packed bosom melted into hers. Come on, you are both well-packed. Come on, you can see that. They are both well-packed. Anyway.
Please give me a direct answer. Do you like me the way I like you? As more than friends?
Without hesitation, Haruka answered right away.
Yes! I do. I love you. I love probably more than anyone else could. I want to be together with you. Baking with you, doing homework with you, talking with you, having fun with you, seeing you happy. I want to experience everything with you.
The sound of a door opening caused Haruka to lightly push Camille off of her and got up in a flash.
Haruka had completely forgot about Yumi still being here, and Haruka did not feel like explaining anything at the moment.
Haruka, do you still have my ruler? I can't find it.
Haruka helped Camille to her feet in the amount of time that Yumi took to come down the stairs. Yumi spotted Camille and was taken back at the stranger's face.
Wow, I didn't know we had a guest.
Camille made eye contact with Haruka and replied to Yumi.
Oh, I was just taking my leave. Thank you very much.
Camille smoothly kept up the gate and left the house with her heart still beating from what just transpired. Haruka let out a big sigh of relief, for she was afraid of the thought of Yumi walking in on that emotional moment.
I know. I probably do. Let me go check.
The two sisters retreated back upstairs. The event that just occurred sat fresh in Haruka's mind, and she couldn't stop replaying the words that Camille had spoken.
Did all that really happen? This really isn't a dream, is it?
She ordered Yumi to pinch her on the cheek to double-check to be extra sure.
Pinch you? Just do it.
Yumi did just as she was told with no delay, leaving Haruka in more pain than she anticipated.
Oh God, you didn't have to pinch me that hard! You're the one that told me to pinch you, you weirdo!
Haruka wrapped her face to subside the dying pain, but at the same time she, for once, was glad that it hurt.
I never thought that the day would come where I was happy to be in pain.
And thus Haruka developed a weird fetish. Why did I say that? Haruka woke with tired eyes. She didn't get much sleep after yesterday's confessional roller coaster. With what little energy she had, Haruka got up from the bed and got herself ready for school. Before heading downstairs, however, she took a look at her alarm clock, wondering why it didn't wake her instead. The time on it read 8:30.
Not again!
This time Haruka completely skipped her normal daily procedure and rushed out the door.
Why now of all days?
She sprinted full speed towards the school gate, but when she got there it was already closed.
Come on, just jump over it. Damn it, now what do I do?
As she said that, a voice called out from around the corner.
I see. You're late again.
Haruka turns to see Camille walking towards her.
Camille, what are you doing here? Why aren't you in class?
As you can see, the gates are closed and I clearly cannot get in.
So we're here Late again? Me being late is nothing new, but you always get here early, unless you were late on purpose.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I wasn't late. I stood here waiting for you, and then you didn't show up. I continued to wait, even after the bell rang. Oh. Haruka became bashful, knowing that Camille waited just for her.
Sorry, my uncle didn't wake me up, nor did my sister.
How about instead of relying on your sister, I go to your house every morning to wake you up? Haruka blushed as she imagined Camille looming over her on the bed, trying to wake her up. You're not thinking about something dirty, are you?
No?
That caused Haruka to blush even harder, turning into a tomato. Camille smiled and laughed, one of her rare expressive laughs.
Idiot. Baka.
Haruka was taken back when Camille said that so openly, but she was intent on changing the topic before she faints from all the blood rushing to her face. She then recalled the similar situation a few months prior.
You know, since we're here, why don't we go to that restaurant again? And this time we could actually call it a date. Wink, wink.
Now it was Camille's turn to blush as she quietly nodded and proactively took Haruka's hand.
Then let's go before we get in trouble.
The two new lovebirds still have a lot of getting used to, but whatever lies beyond this day, we'll get through them together. The end. That was From Salt to Sugar from Team ANPIM. Another lovely game. It started off with a shokugeki, rivals, continued to licking frosting of her cheek, of Haruka's cheek, to a confession and a kiss, and eventual dating. Hopefully the girls are still together, living a happy life, maybe having their own bakery now, and not taking over family's business. Who knows? Or maybe the families merged together into one business or something like that. The possibilities are kind of endless. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this lovely story. If you did, you can like the video, that would be very much appreciated. Actually, if you like the series, I think I'll have to divide this into like a few episodes. Hopefully 2. I don't think there will be more than that. Yeah. What do you think of the girls? By the way, I'm curious. What did you think of them? I think they made a really cute and great couple overall. And they are great on their own as well. For technically, I think I like Haruka more. But whatever. They are all grateful. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. That would be very much appreciated. We kind of reached 2,000 recently, so now the next goal is 2.5. So you joining for free would be very much appreciated, and well, would make the group still grow a little bit. Also in the description, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, if you're into that stuff, you can follow me there. Of course, the game is linked in the description as well. The game is on itch.io, and from what I remember, it was free, so yeah. It was free, or it was pay your own price, so you choose how much you want to pay to the dev, basically. I don't remember, it's one or the other. Depending, I will check obviously itch.io, but if it's free, I will usually leave the info like that in the description anyway. You can get the game for free or something like that. If it's not, you can get the game only. Anywho, let's end it. I had fun. Looking forward to playing more of games from Team ANPIM. Definitely. To be fair, I think this is a nice picture, yes. But I think I like this one the most. Also, side tails are great. Again, I'll repeat myself, but I like side tails when it comes to the hairstyles. Anywho, let's end it. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow in... Technically, probably in Entropy Zero, and maybe some other game as well. So yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye! Why am I saying this in such a weird voice? Almost always. I don't know why I'm ending like, bye-bye! See you in the next one. Bye-bye.